So I thought I'd show you the latest planning application to hit Boston Borough Council. So this is beyond consultation and into planning. And this is for a company that wants to develop some battery energy storage systems up off of Cowbridge Road, where it joins Longhedge Drove and Ing Drove, which is the little road that goes around to the back of the existing substation up there. It's an ever-changing feast. We never know from 1 minute to the next which scheme is up for consultation and which has actually been proposed as application. The area to the top left-hand side of the screen there, that's a rectangle. I didn't quite get up that far with the drone, but it's just a rectangular field. It's nothing really great shakes to see up there. And they call it the enhancement area, whatever that means. So here we are, starting off on foot then, and I'm just walking past Longhedge Drove there on the right. That's the turn into Longhedge Drove. I'm still on Cowbridge Road now, heading towards Bicker Drove itself and the existing wind farms, and eventually obviously onto the 40-foot drain at the top. So obviously we can see the windmills there, been there some time now, haven't they? And we're going to take a look round now, and we can see the Viking link converter, which is also part of the electric infrastructure. This is the Hammond Beck, the bridge over the Hammond Beck, and the reason why this is important in the grand scheme of things is because that is one of the many drainage systems that that drain the land and goes into the 40-foot. And the reason why I'm showing you it here, if you see that little row of hedge or little collection of trees, well, that's the kind of border to this proposal. And it does go very, very close, in fact, adjacent to that water course. So if that was to burst into flames or to go on fire, it's not necessarily the fire itself, but it's the toxic chemicals. And those toxic chemicals would be washed by the water that they use to put out the fire, and that would end up into the water courses, potentially poisoning those water courses for many, many years to come. That's the thing, we just don't know. There's just not enough experience and science out there to know what is what. So there's the field in question itself. I think most people will be familiar with this this piece here, where it looks like a sort of hardcore store. Lots of people go up there to dump rubbish, normal rubbish, but it's meant, I think, as a hardcore store for the farmers. That's the field in question. It does go to the left hand side of that, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. When the drone's up, you'll see what I'm talking about there when the drone is in the air. But there we are, that's the existing substation just beyond Ing Drove. Lots of people go up there on dog walks, etc., or did. So the drone now taking up from where I started walking. So the edge of the houses there, the houses that are on Cowbridge, obviously very close to this. The houses are on Longhedge, also very close. And of course it's not a million miles away from the village itself. So there we go, over the bridge at Hammond Beck. And you can see that field immediately in front of us and to the left with the squiggly lines. That's been planted out with trees. Now, whether that's a part of this, I don't know, but obviously those trees will partly shield the site as it comes into view now. But of course, none of us in the village will be around to see the fruition of those trees, which take, of course, many, many years to grow. So the brown field and the green field there, beyond that squiggly field, that's a very technical farming terms, aren't I? I'm very into my technical farming terms. But the brown field and the green field there, they are the fields on that map, that appear on that map, and that's where the battery energy storage system would go. As I say, not much is known about this technology yet. It's early days. So I think the people that plan to develop this are not even certain themselves of what kind of battery is going to be used. But we can be pretty certain it's something like the lithium batteries that are found in vehicles such as Teslas. 1,000 shipping containers will fit on that site. They look like shipping containers, they're the size of shipping containers, 1,000 of them, and each one of those containing those batteries. Just consider the impact that any leakage or fire would have on the surrounding area. That little inlet right in front of us now, that's where I was with a camera on the road, and called it, I think, a hardcore store, standing. Looking down towards the existing Cowbridge Road farm and solar farm. I hate using the word solar farm because that's not what it is. And then you can see the village. And the wind would drift in that direction, would there be a fire, etc. So I hope you've got some use out of that. Thank you very much for